Hello! I usually speak Italian because this is a channel where I do not try to be international or show off. I mean, Italians have the right to hear some opinions and some things in their own language. That's what I think. But on the other hand, part of me is linked to the English language and a minor way to the Greek language. So I have sort of three personalities. And most of my songs are in English, or better said, most of the songs I sing have English lyrics. I very rarely sing in Italian. Lately I've been posting 2 or 3 videos where I sing in Italian, and I do sing in modern Greek, obviously, as well. So I have a kind of 3 languages in my mind and in my singing. That helps me a lot. If you want to sing country music and you know English, not in a superficial way, but you really feel the language that you're using to express your feelings, because when you sing, you express some feelings that you make yours, like an actor. There's a lot in common between being an actor and being a singer. You have a text, and you have to... I'm at loss for words, at least one word. You have to identify yourself with what is written in the text. Some people, they just use words to deliver the melody. I mean, there is a melody and this melody is sung, but that's not it. When you sing, you have your ability to sing, your ability to be in tune, your ability to sing high notes or low notes. That is your range, your ability to have different, like when you're playing a melody on one string and you move to the other string, the same note sounds different. The same goes for a head, chest, a mixed singing for a loss. I'm trying to find a better word, register maybe. So you have to choose how to deliver that peculiar phrase or sentence with a breathing breathy voice, with a deep voice, with a head voice, with a yodeling intonation, or a very nasal southern accent that's typical for country music. Country music is not just singing, it's just singing and mixing, like in a pedal. Country tone, nasal, southern accent, a little bit of yodel, with normal tone, the tone you use for other kinds of music. And let's say you have to use some registers, and then you can also deliver, I mean, be a little bit ahead or behind uh, the point where theoretically you should sing that word. And that's another weapon you have. So actually, many people who don't really sing, maybe just play the guitar, they're much better than I am. They think singing is just the last thing. The cherry on the cake. There is icing on the cake. Oh no, I think when you sing and you play, first of all you have to divide your attention. So one of the two things is more important. Is like on one I'm on a automatic pilot, and the other my attention is, it's very difficult because either you play in a very complex way or you sing. It's very, because if you do something subconsciously, you tend to be an automatic pilot, like when you drive and you change gear and you do this and do that without thinking. But when it comes to driving, that's good. But when it comes to something that's artistic, you cannot deliver feelings in an automatic way. I mean, that's why actors, voice in Italian, enter the role, get in the role. I mean, they feel. It's easier to feel something and to express something than to mimic the face, the voice that somebody who is sad has, if you catch my drift. So the best way to sing a song is to read the lyrics, get in the mood, watch what other singers have done till now, and then you smell the song. I mean, I know the songs that, and then have the means to express, because you know you may know a language and you're not a poet. If you know what I mean. I mean, it's not only having the means, but using those means in a expressive way. And the same thing, in a way, not completely, goes for, same things go for the guitar. But the guitars have also a more technical thing. Oh, I think that those things that apply to singing apply to lead guitar. Why? Because it's like a voice, singing. That's why I think when it comes to having a trombone and trumpet black background, that helped me a lot with my singing skills and abilities. First of all, we're more used to sustain the note. One of the things I see is that people who are not real singers, they sing the word and then let it fall, then sustain the note. I mean, you don't have really sustain till the end in modern music, but not even the opposite. I mean, the problem is most of people sing in a way that is so dry. So you keep the note and you try to end it with some kind of vibrato. And then you have to decide, oh, the interpretation, here I'm louder, here I have a full voice, and here I have a more breathy voice, head voice, somewhere in the middle. And you need taste to do this in a way that is believable. And when it comes to country music, a very important weapon is yodel. And using some yodel elements without really yodeling. When you see love sing, I got a feeling called the blues. When he pronounced, he sings feeling, almost yodel, but it's not yodel. So, and on top of that, you should have something in common. It's very, I mean, we are not interpreters, we are not classical music singers. There should be, in French we call it in French we call it trait d'union, fil rouge. Something that makes you personal. People can tell immediately, oh, it's Val singing. Not too predictable. I mean, you can have something that people can recognize you by, but you know, always have some variety. Eh? I mean, you can have a personal way of singing, but you should vary the way you sing, being yourself. I mean, I have my own voice, okay, and everybody recognizes my own voice, but my own voice is not always the same. Some in the morning is deeper, late, like now, is more breathy. I would say breathing. It's more, it's less full-bodied. Sometimes I'm going out on a limb. I'm just thinking, the way your voice sounds in the morning, it's very different from the way in the afternoon. I don't say at night because you rarely record at night, mainly if you live in an apartment building. Singing is always honing your abilities. Listen, mainly if you don't follow a classical course of studies. I was thinking in Italian. Classical there is a word in English that escapes me now. Anyway, those were my thoughts about singing. Playing, god damn it, is so difficult. Sometimes I can't keep a rhythm very easily. The moment I play, I get lost. That's a very difficult thing, because if I accompany somebody else, my attention is on the guitar. I don't have to say something and my hand, you know, that's not easy, the coordination. I mean, some things that you can do while you're not singing, you can do when you sing, you cannot do anymore. And that is the moment that you have to slow down, go on automatic pilot, and put the singing on it without interfering. It's not easy. Not easy at all. That's not something that people speak about. Oh, but it's very important to be able to do the same things you do when you're not singing, when you are singing. The good thing is, why don't you have another person singing or another person playing guitar? First of all, because it's easier to find gigs if you are alone. Second thing, when everything is up, there are two sides to the story, and one is if you sing and accompany yourself, you have a complete you are completely in responsible for everything every time and you are able to have a dialogue with yourself. You're in charge. You're in charge of everything. I think that we should be able to both sing and accompany ourselves and do that with other people, because you don't play with other people, you tend sometimes to slow down, speed up, you don't even know. And since you are alone, that's not a bad thing, because you don't have another person that is left behind, or you are behind that person when you sing. If you catch my drift, but sometimes we need to keep a steady time. Like there is you can use some pedals that have also this part, like loopers with the rhythm. Anyway, thanks for watching.